This is getting insane, all right? This is starting to get out of hand, and the community is revolting against these changes with NBA 2K26 from NBA 2K25. Everybody says the shooting is easy. It's more fun. They love NBA 2K26, but there's a large percentage of people that also don't love certain parts about NBA 2K26, and that is defense. Now, I've already been vocal about this numerous of times about how I don't like the defense in this game and how it's ruining it for me a little bit, but the other community members are starting to see, the other creators are starting to see, like, hey, maybe this ain't really all that like we claiming it. Maybe this needs to start getting addressed in this video. We're gonna talk about that. By the way, we almost about to hit 500K. Man, we close. It's been a long journey. It's been a long journey. So if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that sub button and let's get 1K likes. I never do like goals. Let's do 1K likes. I think y'all got me. Now let's get into it, man. So let's start off with some community members from the 2K community being vocal about NBA 2K26. Logic says, does anybody have a defense-oriented build? 99 block, 99 steal, 99 perimeter. Does it feel worth it? Cause no lie, this might be the worst defensive 2K next to 21 next gen. And I don't know how many times I have said this on this channel. I have said this numerous of times, even in the beginning before the game dropped. If you want to go back and watch that video, you can. And everything I said in there was pretty spot on. I said this feels like it's gonna be another 21 next gen where it's super high offensive powered 6'7" demigods going rogue and you can't stop them. Now let's look at it now. What is the meta? 6'8". Can you stop at 6'8"? Not really. 6'8" is shooting your eye. You got the 7'4". We ain't even talk about them yet. We got a new being that was birthed this year of a 7'4" center, and this new being with this new contestant that has gotten worse since the year before is now causing chaos in the 2K community. Here go another post right here. Swag Godly, which is a defensive player, he says, I see people defending the contest system due to the game mode difficulty of the clip being shown and adrenaline and angle of contest having good ratings / badges. This is my 6'8" power forward, max wingspan, 92 perimeter, Hall of Fame challenger, pro-am difficulty, 93 block, max adrenaline. This was less than a 20% contest, and he's literally jumping at him, and it wasn't even 20%. Now, in what game do you see this angle right here and is not smothered? Think about every single 2K ever. Is this not a smothered shot? People be like, yo, don't ever play on your lockdowns. Well, how you doing? There ain't no lockdown. There's no such thing when you can't contest the football. You can't contest the shot. You can't steal the ball. You can't contest the shot. This game was made for offense, and it's okay. You know, I've come to that realization, and this is how I'm tolerating it. I'm dealing with it, okay? I understand that Mike Wang did not want this to happen. He toned defense back so that you guys, the casuals, can have more fun on an offensive-minded game. That's why all y'all about to go in the comments and fight for it, because he's catering to you. And congratulations, you win. You won. You won. You get to have offense arcade game, okay? And what does Swag even talk about? Let's get to it. Let's get to it. In NBA 2K26 news and intel, Mike Wang says you have no adrenaline, your perimeter defense rating will be lower. He said this on Reddit. This is most likely the reason you didn't get a major percent contest. Body position is a major component. If you draw a line from the hoop to the shooter, you need to be as close to that line directly between the shooter and hoop, and possibly maximize your contest. You're also a decent amount of perimeter D away from losing 2 adrenaline bars. 23 does seem low though. So Mike Wang said this, and everybody went in a fury. They're like, oh really? So we can't get contests because we're tired? It lowers our perimeter defense? Then Mike Wang actually cleared it up. He cleared it up, actually. He said, look, because someone tweeted over this, you should not lose perimeter D-rate when you lose an adrenaline bar. It's like punishing you for trying to play defense, especially when they say you need to jump at everything. Man, I think this is one of the worst things I've seen so far. And Mike Wang was like, hey, guys, this is my bad, my mistake. You don't lose perimeter defense when you lose adrenaline. You lose block and steal rating. Sorry. So you don't actually, you lose your block and steal as you lose adrenaline. Now we're starting to figure out that block is strongly tied to the contest. So if your build ain't got at least a 78 block or a 74 block, you're doomed. You can't play defense in this game. It's not how it works. And you have to jump. And that's the crazy thing. I think people not understanding how crazy this is, man. Because y'all, listen, anybody that really plays basketball and knows basketball, the game, you're not supposed to jump on the perimeter. That's bad defense. You're taught to never do this unless you know he's going to shoot the football. Okay, yes, I said football. Unless you know he's gonna shoot the ball. All right, if it's like 2 seconds left, sure, jump. Even if you jump though, they still might get you on a pump fake. Go jump at Steph Curry on the 3-point line, see how it works. Go try to jump at it. He wants you to jump. He'll literally shoot it with 0.5, knowing you're going to jump so he can get an open shot. It's bad defense to jump. So you telling us, hey, in order to get contest on the stretch, we need 99 block and we must jump at the contest. Okay, this is proof that this game was never meant for defense. It was never meant to be a defensive game. This is a offense powerhouse arcade game. We can go around running, scoring each other just like 21 Next Gen. And y'all like this, okay? You gonna have people in the comments defending, defense is fine, stop crying, you know them, okay? Them the ones right there. That's why it is what it is. Next year gonna be worse. Next year you ain't gonna do nothing. You might well, I ain't gonna lie, you might as well take the steal rating and perimeter D rating and just combine it together, because there ain't no steal in this game. Just put defense as a bar. Don't even put perimeter, steal, block. Do defense and then inside defense and call it a day. Because that look like that's the direction it's going. That offensive stuff, and then when it comes to defense, you know what? We should just tie that joint in, you know. They enjoy the game and they can score. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna tone defense down, increase scoring, and allow them to have a more fun game. It gives the illusion that they're having fun. So then when they make their 6'8" demigod builds and shoot in everyone's eye, you know, and hit fades, and you can't contest it, and they shooting corner threes because there's no RNG in the game, which we asked for, by the way. We asked for no RNG, so I'm not even complaining about the shooting. It's, you can't contest the ball. Now, what is the cons of changing your contest? See, here go the beauty of it. If you change the contest and make it to where the 7-4 can be touched, that means every build that's smaller than the 7-4 gets hit twice as hard. It's like a chain effect. The 7-4 may feel it a little bit. Instead of nothing, you might get a 10. But that 10 is going to trickle down. And at 6'8", that's going to be like a 30. 5'6", that's going to be like a 50. And that's going to completely destroy all small guards completely. It's going to blow them up. And everybody that made a small guard, RIP your wallet. Yeah, that's why I ain't made one yet. That's why I ain't tell y'all to make no small guard, no 6'1", 6 foot. Because I already know you make that, you almost guaranteed to get nerfed. If the stretch get nerfed, you're getting nerfed too. Because if their contest matters, that means your contest gonna get matter twice as hard because you're short. Yeah, that's one of the biggest things here. So we're gonna literally end up being with it. This is gonna end up turning into a game, and I think I have a feeling they're going to touch it. So let's go ahead and entertain it. They're going to touch it eventually because Mike Wang probably can't sleep at night knowing you can throw 5 people at a stretch 4 and he's still green and open shots. I don't think he can sleep at night with that. I think he's literally tossing and turning, trying to push that patch button. Like he don't want to do it, but he's like he losing sleep. My brother loses sleep. He's like, I have to touch that patch button. I have to. And all the other day, like, don't do it, man. It's gonna change everything. Get out! I'm doing it. And he's gonna push the button. And he's gonna push the button, right? He's gonna send everybody out of his office. He's gonna push the button. And that's when everything gonna change. That's when all builds come obsolete suddenly. A lot of builds gonna come obsolete. And you know how they go. That patch 4 2K16, where they took speed boosting away. It's stuff. It's gonna be one of them game-changing patches that's major. It ain't minor. It's gonna be a major. And when that happens, your guard is done and everything is done. So I think it will happen. I don't think Mike Wang's gonna keep allowing stretches to keep up with this nonsense. Me personally, I don't even care at this point because the game ain't made for locks. So this game was made for 7-4 stretches. So I'll recommend everybody in this video make a 7-4 stretch and shoot everybody out. Guess what, buddy? Even if they try to pass a contest, your stretch will still shoot the best out of everybody because the contest won't bother them the same as going to bother everyone else's. It's just going to turn the open into 10 to 15%. Whoop-de-doo. What that going to do? Whoop-de-doo. We still green in 15 covers. I mean, you still going to be able to green. It's just reading it better. It's just going to read it better. You still can't steal the ball. If he already said he's not changing that. When he hinted about changing it, the whole world erupted. Let's keep looking at more tweets, though. Solo says, is it safe to say that contests will be tuned up and a bit stronger, especially on taller builds in the first gameplay patch? So Solo agrees that the contest is crazy. Once again, I'm a firm believer that there's no way they can touch one height only. One height gets contest and not the others. So if it's one of them things, in my opinion, if you touch one, you're touching everything. So do you want the contest overall buffed for every single build? Is the main question here. If your answer is yes, then there you go. JR ranks. It's official. NBA 2K26 has the worst defense of all time. By far the worst 2K for defense. No shot contest, no steals, constant ankle breakers, no paint defense, no body contact when you're guarding someone. Meanwhile, 80 overalls can run in circles and score. It's sad. I'm glad he mentioned ankle breakers. So I had a little rant on this on Twitter, Twitch. Okay, and I'm gonna bring it right here. It's funny how they'll remove RNG steals but keep RNG ankle breaker. You tell me what decides ankle breaker, chat? What, spamming snatchbacks? That's random. You know that, right? You don't get on every snatchback. It's random. No, I'm just saying. I know y'all gonna be mad about your pressure ankle breakers. Stop it, Jones. Listen, bro. How you gonna take my RNG steal, but I still got to deal with your RNG ankle breaker? Why don't you green your combo and green the ankle breaker? How dumb does that sound? Exactly. Green your ankle breaker. If we just remove RNG from everything, you know how you see what I'm saying? They keep it for certain stuff to please y'all. This is proof. Canned pluck steals are gone. We don't want RNG steals, but you know what? Let's keep RNG ankle breakers that don't determine anything but spamming snatchbacks, and then I fly all the way to the free throw line randomly. By the way, there's nothing that tells that an ankle breaker is going to occur other than the badge. So does glove. Okay, what the badge? We gonna say ankle assassin glove? Question mark. Which is the use? What you gonna call it? Legend glove? I should be able to pluck you, right? Okay, legend ankle assassin. Your RNG's ankle breakers will happen more often. And no, it doesn't require a signet like a crazy combo. You can literally spam snatchbacks and you'll eventually get one on the AI. Go to any game mode and spam snatchbacks. Eventually you'll get a ankle breaker. And even online, I get broken all the time randomly for no reason. It ain't even do nothing crazy. I just start flying. That's cool though. But yeah, I'm getting too real. Let me back it up some. So let's wrap this up. What do I think should happen? It really don't matter what I think, obviously. So what I think is going to happen is a pass is going to occur. It's going to buff contest. Probably going to try to mess with steals a little bit so you can get proper blitzes. And the community is going to erupt. And the reason why they erupt is because their lockdowns will be able to steal the ball again. And then the guards aren't going to be able to shoot in everyone's eye anymore. The 7-4 is still going to shoot people out. They can't patch them. In my opinion, you can't patch. I don't see how they're going to patch them. I don't see how they're going to, because it's how this game is made. They're going to have to change a lot. And I don't know if they can. This is just how they made the game. I don't see stretch fours, the 7-4s changing, bro. Even if you buff contest, it's just going to buff it up a little bit. They still going to dominate. Because if you're 6'3" with average perimeter D, you're still going to get shot over. You're 6'9", and you don't jump, you're still going to get shot over. You have to jump to get the contest. Now, if they buff the contest, and they do buff it to where they getting 50 coverage, RIP every small guard under 6'8". Say goodbye. The new meta is now officially 2K21 Next Gen. 6'8" and up. Because every 6'2" and 3, if I get a fingernail anywhere near that ball, it's 20% covered. If my elbow is anywhere near you, it's a percent covered. So that's what's gonna happen. They buff contest too much. And that's what they're worried about. That's why Mike Wayne looking at that button like, maybe I should just let them adjust to it, and maybe somebody will find methods. But then look at this. People already making 99 block bills. They're already blowing money to try to stop it. So he's like, man, maybe I should just let them solve it naturally. But we gonna see what he do, man. Let me know what you think should happen. What do you think should happen? Man? We need to know what you think. And if you want to know how hard it is out here for a solo player, you gotta visit my other rant video. All right, the truth about playing solo in NBA 2K26. Spoilers, it sucks.